up here in the West Hills. I want to show you a project that we had where a tree landed on it and caused catastrophic damage. And I want to show you the elevation that we did in remodeling it and restoring it back to pre-loss condition. So we're at the scene of the crime. This is the stump where the tree had broken off and landed on top of this house, hitting every ridge point. And if you can look over behind me, you can tell by the size of this stump that it was very similar, if not bigger, and you can only imagine the impact that it would make to the home. All right, so let me take you on a really quick tour. I want to show you some really cool features about the place that we're really proud of. As we walk through, hello, is anybody home? We're standing in a space that was completely stripped to bare studs. The floor was gone, the drywall was gone, all the light fixtures were hanging, they had to be pulled. And in every single area you can see it's all new. The only thing that's not is this fireplace, and we did a really good job of designing around it. Obviously this is where their dining room is. They had these inset cabinetry before. Those were pulled out, those were thrown away when they did the remediation. So we brought back that character and made this a very comfortable space for them to have their meals. And in adjacent to that space, we have our new kitchen. The layout didn't change a whole lot. The significance that we did in this remodel was we used this engineered quartz, not only carried through all the level surfaces here, but we brought it up and carried it through to the backsplash. It makes it for a very easy cleaning. It makes it very affordable in a lot of ways because you're already purchasing the slabs and you're just using some of the remnants to continue carrying that up the wall. The really cool and impactful spots that I think we did enhance was the existing kitchen area right here was a lot different. They had a wet bar, they had a utility sink, and when they wanted to remodel it, they realized they didn't use that so much, and they wanted a really large refrigerator, so they went with a Sub-Zero to bring back this space. In fact, the refrigerator before was over on this location here. Let me take you upstairs because as much as everything down here is new, so is the upstairs. We have a whole primary bedroom up there with a primary bathroom, and that was actually even more of the scene and cause for all this restoration work that we had to do because of the plumbing that busted. So this is a house of many views. Down below, you could see from their living room space that you're able to see this beautiful scenery over the rest of Portland. And upstairs, imagine waking up to this every single morning. And then imagine also getting up and going to take your showers. And this is something that we were able to really kind of build out. There's some features that were existing, but we did change a lot to it. So in the restoration, again, everything was gutted. There was no drywall in this space. It's all bare bones, and there was no flooring in here. So we were able to pull marble tile all the way through, bring that marble tile and be it a marble countertop as well. This is a whole new cabinetry. The other one was gone, but this is the area where the water busted. A plumbing pipe busted behind the toilet, flooded the entire downstairs. There was about a foot of water in every standing space. So the things that we enhanced inside this shower was our niches. This is not our standard depth. Usually you're sticking around 3 inches because of the tile and the wall thickness, but we were able to build that a little deeper because of the framing here. And then also we added 2 shower heads. So you got your rain shower head and your diverter valve for that, and you got your standard one just in case you just want something to come and hit you in the face. No. We got a new shower door because the old one would no longer fit with new tile. That's also something really important when you're doing restoration work. You can't really reinstall shower doors. They don't fit the space after you pull tile off and add new. We also added a new bidet here. So that has a detonated circuit. That was something that was done in electrical. It's an upgrade to the space. There's really some unique features that you wouldn't be able to tell that we had to design around while we were in the design process. One thing being is that typically this would be a blind corner cabinet. So you'd have some corner cabinet solution like a kidney pullout or a lazy Susan. We weren't able to do that with this space. You can see that we have just this small little opening. The reason we have that is because behind this cabinet is a stairwell that goes down to their basement. Taking it on down, and if you look down the view here, it shows that it goes right underneath the cabinets in the kitchen. So all these cabinets had to be custom and modified to allow for that to still stay there and keep head height that's sufficient in code. Some other unique features that we would have, it gives you a little elevated detail, is obviously there's under cab lighting in here. That really can change the aesthetic to a kitchen, but you have to put a light valance. So this is a lintel piece that we just bring down the cabinet depth so that you can hide that light valance. It's just a really nice way to conceal it. Typically they're on the back of the cabinet shining down on your countertops. Oftentimes, right, the standard for a kitchen is you think countertops and backsplash. It's actually kind of trending in the industry, is you bring the countertop surface up. There's a couple different things that make this beneficial to your project. One is you don't have a bunch of grout lines. You can clean the space really easily. So any splatters that come from cooking or washing your dishes doesn't get stuck in those grout lines and continue to deteriorate the grout. The other benefit is cost. If you look at it in the sense that when you're doing countertops, you're buying slabs, and whatever's left over are just remnant pieces that the slab yard keeps. For this scenario, when you are using this many slabs, in some areas, these are just remnant pieces that come from the slabs you've already purchased. Behind the range, instead of just going below the cabinet line here, we carried it all the way up to the ceiling. And this added a sophisticated level that you only see in a high level design. Another thing that's really nice about this feature that the countertop people did really, really well in fabrication is their seam work. You can tell I can hardly have any sight of where it was done. It's also on this other side. If you're standing here, you wouldn't be able to tell. And so they did a really, really good job blending it together.